Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. And Lily. She's in the room today, so she's demonstrating the importance of rest and the Four of Swords. So, Sag, this is surprise week. So, what's the surprise this week, you ask? Well, you probably already know if you've been looking at other videos on the channel. But if you haven't, if you've never been here before, thank you and welcome. So, this is surprising clarity. We're trying to pull in some surprising clarity for each of the signs. And yeah, we're going to try to do that for you to see what we can get. So let's start finding out what the topic is. What does the universe want to talk to you or give you surprising clarity in? Oh, I'm going to say the first ones that came out because that was, oh, wow. What is all this stuff on the bottom here? Yeah, you know what? I don't feel anything. There's a lot of cards, but these... So what happened when I'm shuffling, like two came out right away and they kind of went off to the side and then a whole big pile fell out. And I don't think the whole big pile... I know that this first two, for sure. We have the Princess of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. The Princess of Cups is not quite that Queen of Cups energy. There is a lot of very, divine healing. It's a very balanced. It is very balanced. Let me show you this card. It's quite beautiful. So with this Princess of Cups, you see how she has the dolphin, and the dolphin to me in the Oracle decks is always about a karmic healing energy. So good karma, very healing energy. Now the turtle is, pretty self-explanatory. I do find that the turtle is about going at a very steady pace, a very grounded energy. And the swan, whenever I see a white bird, it's just divine connection, and it's at her crown chakra. So just knowing, and with the lotus flower, beautiful growth coming out of emotions, growing through the water. It is really on its way to the Queen of Cups, which is a very balanced mutual love, an expression of love, and finding that love and having that in your heart and, utilizing that in your day-to-day and how you do things. But what is really interesting is the Seven of Pentacles is such an interesting Seven of Pentacles in this deck. Nothing is lit up on this tree. It's very dark. And it, at first when you look at it on your own, you're just thinking, oh, okay, it's a Seven of Pentacles. And you look at it with other cards and you can really see how dark that is. Like there's a lot of darkness in there. Those things are not lit up. And the Seven of Pentacles can be about divine timing. It often is about things that we've sort of already worked towards, seeds that we've planted in life up to this point. And are some of them ready to harvest? Or some of them worth harvesting? It's kind of reflecting, like looking at what you've put into life already. Where you've put your energy, your efforts into, your resources. How's that worked out up to this point? Some of them probably, yeah, it's working out. But some of them maybe not. Like it's one of those, it's like the garden of life and needing to go to it and tend to it so that the things that you really do think that you need, that you feel that you need at this point, you should focus on those things. And the things that you don't need anymore, like, you know what, I don't need to grow beets anymore. Apparently the neighbors got a ton of them this year. They have a huge crop of beets, but nobody else has tomatoes. So maybe I need to put more work in the tomatoes. Like, it's kind of, just kind of see what's going on. But with this Princess of Cups sitting beside that Seven of Pentacles, that tree that's not lit up, I feel there's a message coming through for you here. There's going to be some sort of clarity on changing your approach and your perspective on what and how you work towards things, how you choose things that you want for your future. That there's some sort of clue here about, well, the reason some of these things are not lit up is because you chose a path based on going towards them that didn't really come from the heart, come from the deeper self, come from a place of emotion, of strong emotion and feeling. Did you really want that? Maybe you kind of thought you wanted it, but as you got closer to it and you'd already invested the time or your resources, your emotions, your feelings, your energy, not so sure that I want that now. And that's kind of, because you're not quite at that Queen of Cups, but you're so close. You're so close, and we kind of get close by making mistakes and learning from them, and making mistakes and learning from them, and making mistakes and learning. Like, nobody is born as the queen. Well, we probably are, actually. Little kids are probably born as the Queen of Cups because they're just like full of love and happiness. That's all they really exude and exercise on. But, you know, as we go through disappointments, expectations don't always come through, then, you know, we start to lose that. And it's all about a journey of reclaiming, always reclaiming what we had as a child, as a very young child. I always want to say before you went to school and there was other outside influences, or before you went to daycare. So you do seem to be going into this very wonderful, very karmically healing energy with this dolphin. Actually, it's kind of pushing you. I never noticed that. This dolphin is like right at the back, almost like it's nudging her as she moves forward. Look at that dolphin sitting. Just like nudge, nudge. There might be something around you that's influencing you, almost inspiring you. Maybe somebody else in your environment, in your world, and they're acting as this little dolphin behind you, sort of lighting up that glow, that healing energy that's in you. And you're recognizing it now. You didn't recognize it. And then here it is, and you see it in yourself, and it's giving you this sort of direction to how to make these choices for what you really want to invest in life. So when you hit the Seven of Pentacles, that beautiful tree with all the things that you've worked so hard on, it's just lit up, right? It's just lit up. And there's really good things in there for you to take and claim for yourself. All right, well, okay, let's go to the Doggy Tarot. So that was my Millennium Thoth deck. This is the Magical Dog Tarot. So let's get a little more information about some of these things for self-reflection and clarity for Sagittarius. The Seven of Pentacles, what are some of the things that they maybe had difficulty working on that we can give them clarity in? Things that haven't worked out so well that they would like to work out better for them. This necklace is itching me. We're gonna have some, yeah, jeez. It's so funny. Well, it's just ironic. It's ironic. So you got the Four of Swords and the Five of Cups. The Four of Swords is really taking the time to rest and recover. Rest and recover from things that you've been through that have been hard, that have been difficult, may have hurt you a bit, weakened your spirit. The Five of Cups is very much about like disappointment, like having sort of an expectation or hope for something and it didn't happen. It just didn't work out. I can see that, right? With these Seven of Pentacles, the things that just weren't lighting up in your tree here. Now I'm feeling like there's a message here about why. This is almost like why. Jumping into things a little too soon. I want to say too here. So when something didn't work out, almost if something hasn't worked out, maybe a friendship or a romantic connection, not giving yourself enough time to actually really recover, almost distracting yourself and trying to go out and find new things and new opportunities, new happiness, and then it just ends up being disappointing with this Five of Cups. But that's because it's as if not recognizing or seeing the need to find the happiness within self first. And that's what the Four of Swords is kind of about. It's, you know, take the time to heal. Take the time to rest. The Four of Swords has been coming out a lot. I think it's been out every reading this week. It's really like a time for healing and rest for people. You need to take that time, because when you do that, it does make you more whole. You've recovered. You've taken the bandages off, right? Like, so this dog, this German Shepherd sitting on that little makeshift bed, his paws are all bandaged up. There's another dog licking. They're trying to heal themselves and to recover. It needs to be done before you can go out and start exploring again, because trying to find the happiness or trying to find the fulfillment that was lacked in this experience that didn't work out, you can't find that in something else. You have to find it in yourself first, right? You have to find it in yourself first, so that when you do then go out, after you've properly taken the time for yourself to recover, to heal, then you're in the right energy for things to not push yourself towards things that are just going to end up being disappointing. It's almost like if something was disappointing, you don't give yourself enough time to heal and you go out looking for new things to kind of replace that, you end up just getting the same thing again, right? Because you haven't changed your energy, you haven't really looked at the cause, you haven't looked at, you know, what you played in the part to recognize for yourself, to grow. Because healing is about growing too. Healing is all about growing. Now, what are some of the things that are working on this? That's a lot. Well, a lot of cards came out, too many. So I want to say that there's a lot of good things coming on the Seven of Pentacles for you. So what are some of the good things coming towards? Okay, so determined to have a lot of cards come out. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So some of the stuff that's going to be coming out for you is pretty spectacular. But you do need to recognize when it's time to heal, when you've been pushed past a point. So what we have here is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands typically in the tarot is someone who has been through so much. They've been through so much. They're the wounded warrior. They are really described as the wounded warrior in the tarot. So having really taken on a lot, been beaten down and, you know, ready to hit that 10, which is dropping all those burdens of everything that has been beating you down so that you can have a new beginning. So I'm feeling like that Nine of Wands is sitting there as a really important reminder about knowing when you are that wounded warrior and you need to go into the Four of Swords energy to take a rest, to recuperate, to heal, to recognize the part you played in what didn't work out so that you can move forward without playing in that part again and you can have success. Then everything is amazing. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles. So you've done it. Look at how great you are. You are that independent, self-sufficient, really looking after your self energy and beautiful, feeling just so beautiful and so wonderful and having so much to give and everybody else recognizing this. Like that dog is looking good. That dog is in a great place. She's in a beautiful park. She's got strawberries under her feet and flowers and ponds and deer and the sun. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous energy. It feels a little bit like the Nine of Cups too, like just happiness, really good vibrational energy. Then we have the Strength card. So then I feel like you have the strength and the knowledge too, the inner knowing to recognize really opportunities that are better for you compared to opportunities that aren't. Where in the past you've gone towards the same sort of thing that failed before. But having the strength and the strength to meet the challenges, there's always going to be challenges. And then we have the Lovers. There it is. I mean, that would be like two Queen of Cups energy right there. Mutual love and feelings and emotions in this situation, and finding that energy, finding your Two of Cups. This is an interesting story here, Sagittarius. It's quite an interesting story. Followed by the Three of Pentacles. So working really well together, collaborating. You know, it kind of seems like the story is not only will you, if you kind of do this, allow yourself to heal. Don't just rush out there and have to distract yourself with more things. At some point it is good to go out there and do that, because you can't sit forever in a Four of Swords energy. You do need to, whatever's been healed needs to continue to grow, and you need that through experiences in other things outside of sitting in your home and just healing, right? So you do need to get out. But this is almost like a story, a guidance that's telling you, showing you how to move out of disappointment and move towards romantic connections, moving towards choices, having a lot more choices, and moving towards friendships and even possibly work with this Three of Pentacles. A lot of times I feel like it's, you know, working together really well with people at work as well. So having that balance in your life all around. So let's get into this Lovers card. Why not, right? That's the good stuff. I hope this is bringing you surprising clarity, Sag. Kind of a beautiful reading. Let's get more information about this Lovers for Sagittarius. Hey man, you can't make this up. Six of Wands and the Two of Cups, honey. Finally hitting the jackpot. Finally, there it goes. Finally having victory in romance and love. Finally making it happen. Finding that person where it's a mutual connection, who you're meeting. It's like a soulmate. A soulmate, definitely, with the Lovers, the Two of Cups and the Six of Wands. That's a pretty serious connection, but you're gonna keep missing that connection. I was just talking to Scorpio about that. Because they had the Four of Swords too. That's what I mean. Like, it's really been coming out this week for people, like, to really allow yourself to rest and recover, because that does allow your vibrational energy to move up. Your happiness, your joy, it's just a natural expression. And when you are in that energy, that's what you bring towards you. The Two of Cups is not low vibrational energy, all right? It's not. So you have to heal. You have to be, the past needs to be the past. And you need to work through that to move into a new future without having any of that energy coming with you. So that's pretty good. Okay, Three of Earth, Three of Pentacles, because it does feel like this is working really well with others at work too. And Three of Pentacles, clarification, Three of Pentacles. The Strength card. And the Queen of Swords. I like that. This to me is having the confidence and the pride in yourself and the strength to say no when you need to say no. And you'll get respect for that. You will get respect for that. And I don't mean to say no because, you know, I need to go out drinking with my friends today. It's like knowing when the workload is too much, I can't do it right now. This is what I've got going on. If you get back, if this project can wait, I can take it on in another week. Like, just that's the Queen of Swords is very honest here and having the strength to come through, like being proud in who you are and knowing if I'm going to do this job right, I need it to be done this way. I can't take that on right now because it won't be done properly, and what I'm doing right now won't get the attention it needs. That's great. Like, Three of Pentacles energy. So this is, I really like this. I literally want to watch every one of these this week because I find that the guidance has been pretty interesting on so many different types of life lessons. It's been pretty cool. So there you go, Sagittarius. That's a really neat reading for you. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you found something in it. I definitely did. I think anyone could have watched this reading and learned quite a bit about what was being guided here. So yeah, I don't think I wasted my breath. All right, thanks Sag so much for coming by. Until next week, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.